Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Xelerate Auto YouTube channel. I'm Brody, and today we are going to be getting into the Dream Diesel giveaway number 17 L5P DURAMAX. As many of you may know, this is DURTYMAX Jack's truck. This is the current giveaway going on right now. You guys have the chance to enter to win this truck. He dropped it off for a full exterior detail and two-step paint correction. And today we're gonna be jumping into the process of paint correction. As far as paint correction goes, I feel like a lot of people have the misconception that paint correction is actually adding paint to the current paint job. That is actually not the case. Paint correction is the process of removing a top layer of clear that is damaged to reveal a new layer of clear that has the gloss and finish that you want out of a paint job. All right, so if you guys want to come over here and check out these scratches on this hood, they're pretty bad. So paint correction is basically the same process as buffing a vehicle. Now, buffing a vehicle in a sense is a lot different than an in-depth paint correction. In-depth paint correction is removing a lot of those scratches. Buffing is just to get that surface clear. Paint correction is typically a two-step process. It is a cutting process which goes down deeper and will actually put little finer scratches into the clear coat. And after that, you hit it with a polish, which will take those small scratches from the cutting process out. All right, as far as the paint correction process goes, the first step is to make sure the surface is 100% clean. So to do that, we're gonna be using this stripper. It's basically an alcohol-based remover, so it will remove any grime, oils, any previous waxes from the paint surface. And it's super important when wiping down panels, you go from side to side and not in circles, because that will actually put more swirls in your paint. All right, so we're actually gonna be switching it up to the door. The door has some pretty deep scratches. This is gonna be a great example of paint correction and the process that it takes to refine this paint. So you can actually see here all those swirls in there. All right, so when doing paint correction, it is super important to have good lighting. Now, without good lighting, you will actually not be able to see some of the stuff in the paint. And then with paint correction, a lot of people have the misconception that all scratches will come out. This scratch right here, not sure if you guys can see that. That's a pretty deep one. That one is through the actual base coat of the paint. Now, that scratch will not come out. It'll shrink up with the clear and not be as noticeable, but that scratch will never fully come out. So now that we have our cleaning process done, we're gonna be jumping straight into the cutting process of the paint correction. All right, so getting into the cutting process, I'm gonna be using a Rupes wool pad on my Rupes LHR 15. This is a great buffer. It's important not to use too much product during the cutting process, or else you'll gum up your pad pretty quick and you won't get the full effects of the cut. I'm gonna be laying down a tape line so you guys can see a good before and after of what just one step of the paint correction can really do for your paint. So it's super important to have a fresh rag whenever you're doing paint correction to wipe off your compound so you do not put any more scratches into the paint than there already was. So even after one pass, you guys can tell a huge difference between this side and this side of the paint. Next is the polishing process. It is super important after cutting. The cutting process will actually put a haze and micro scratches back into the paint from cutting out the deeper ones. Now, the polishing process will remove all those and leave you with a perfect finish. For the polishing process, I will be using a Griot's Garage perfecting pad. It is the yellow pad. I don't like to use anything too aggressive during polishing. Using something aggressive will actually damage the paint more than it will help it. So using something pretty soft will actually leave you with the finish that you're looking for. So with polishing, I will be using the Griot's Garage perfecting cream. This is a great pair with the Griot's Garage yellow pad. Has left me every single time with a great finish on every vehicle. Awesome, thank you guys for watching. If you guys haven't seen this giveaway already, it's now live on Jack's channel. I will leave my information in the description below. You guys can check me out on Facebook and Instagram, and please remember to smash that like button.